Hello, welcome. This is all my bronzers. I have done a couple of inventory videos and I'm a bit late. It's already March and yeah, I just will have to hurry up and film these inventory videos because I want them in the beginning of the year. So we're gonna go through all my bronzers now. I have some bronzers contour palettes. I have some other palettes with bronzers in them. I'll put them aside, and here are my single bronzers. I have 12. Last year I also had 12. I haven't used up anything in this category. In the bronzer contour palette category, I have done some work, and in the other category with palettes that includes bronzers I also have done something, but these are the same 12 as last year. I have one cream that I count separately, so that's one. I had one last year too, so yep, we can start with that one. This you have seen in many projects, and it's the Soleil Tan de Chanel one, and I am working on this one. Even if it's the only one I have, I want to use it up before it goes bad. I'm not gonna buy this again because they have changed the formula, so I don't think I'm interested. And this is a very big one, so I'm afraid I can't use it up before it goes bad. So if I buy another cream bronzer in the future, I think I want a smaller one. So that's the only one I have. For singles, I can swatch it. That's fun. And next, use my thumbs. I do that so you won't have to look at my... There it is. Oh no, I forgot to bring some tissues. Anyway, we will have to do without. I want to pull out the ones that I got in subscription boxes first, because it's quite interesting how many they send. I don't subscribe to anything right now, haven't done that for a long time, but I think these are the 4 I got there. This is the latest one. I don't know how to pronounce this. Nige Oleari. Anyway, it's a big one. It looks like this. And swatched, it looks like this. It's a bit more red than the other one, as you can see, and it's a bit darker. Haven't used that, have only swatched it, as I remember. I will have to smear out the rest on my arm. Okay, then this one, it's from Manakadar Beauty, Trifecta, and this is a brow, eye, cheek powder. Don't know, but I categorize it as a bronzer, and this is just a small one, and that's much lighter than the last one. Did this have a shade? 62 Cocoa was the orange one. This is one from Glazel, Visage Bronzer in 13, and I think this is, yeah, it's loose, so I could put this in a palette if I want to. Maybe I should, I don't know. It looks like that, so that's even lighter. Would be a good wintertime bronzer probably. And the last one is from Hot Makeup, and it's in the shade, it doesn't say, compact powder, made for hot for you, I don't know, bronzing powder. So this looks kind of dark. Yes, that's darker, and it's a bit more orange than that red one. So that's them. I haven't worked on a single bronzer for a long time, so yeah, I should, but I have focused on more palettes. Then we have 3 from Physicians Formula, and this is the oldest one. It's the Magic Mosaic Light Bronzer, and it looks like that, and like that, and this is quite light. I actually am trying that out right now. Maybe it has lost its pigment, I really don't know, but it's more of a building up that needs for that one. You hardly can see it, so that's probably the lightest one I have. Then I have the Bronze Booster, and it's in the shade medium to dark. Oops. Yeah, it's a bit darker, but not much. These two, very light, even if it's dark. Interesting. And then the Butter Bronzer, and it's in the shade Bronzer. Yeah. And it's also very light. So these 3 are very light. That one is light too. Yep, that's them. And the last 5 I also bought myself. There you go. I have 2 minis. I have the Hula one, and I hardly ever used it. I have tried it, but not much more than that. This is a really cute thing. And we'll swatch it beside, yeah, that's darker than the other one. The other mini I have is the Tarte Park Ave Princess, and it looks like that. And now we're up at the where I try to take the bronzers off from my fingers. That was lighter than the Hula one. Then we have this one. This is old as well. Every bronzer I have is old. I think this is the only shimmery bronzer I have. We will see. Maybe these last 3 are shimmery. And this is like covered in shimmer on the sides here. This is the I Heart Makeup bronzer. And as you can see, it is not that shimmery, and it's very light. So, yeah. That's that. This is maybe something I could crush up and mix into body lotion or something. We will see. And the last 2, the first one is Betty Luminizer. I didn't say what this was called. Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer in Summer of Love, maybe? I don't know. I heard my Betty Luminizer. And it looks like this. You don't need to see me because I just worked out, and yeah, that's shimmery, and it's much more dark than the other ones. And the Art Deco one is shimmery 2 bronzing powder compact SPF 15. That SPF is no longer working, I'm sure. And it looks like this. And I will put it there because I saw myself in that. So that's that. Very different shade. Many of them are very light, so many of them are suitable for winter time on me. That's that. And then we will go on to my bronzing contour palettes. I have 3. Last year I had 4. I gave one bronzer palette with, I think it was 8 shades away. And these are the ones I have. This is just a magnetic palette that I have some of the shades in here. This is empty, the Anastasia Contour Kit. I used up one of these bronzers. It contains 3. One of them last year, and I only have 1 left, and it is in this one. And it is that one. You can see how little I have left. It is Fawn, and it's the one I use as a contour shade. We can go on to this squared one right away because it comes from my e.l.f. palette. I have depotted it and put it in here because I want to use it when I used that up. So have hardly used that, but that's a shade from this little quad that I made myself because I had 3 and mixed them up, and now there's place for the bronzer and then or contour shade, and then I have that bronzer. So 2 of them in the e.l.f. This is called the illuminating palette, but I'm not sure it looked like this before. So that's 2, and the last one is this Catrice Prime & Fine Professional Contouring Palette in 020 Warm Harmony. And as you can see, it contains 1 bronzer, and I forgot to swatch. We'll do it like this. Oops. The Fawn shade, it breaks when I touch it. We will do it like that. Not a good swatch, but it will have to do. The e.l.f. contour shade is there. It's a bit cooler. The other e.l.f. bronzer looks like this. So it's warmer, as you can see. And the Catrice one looks like this. Sorry about the swatches, but it's a bit hard. So these are quite warm and these are quite cool toned. So that's pretty good. This one, of course, will be done very soon. Then I only have 2 contour palettes, and I'm glad about that because I don't really need them, except for these 2 are the only contour shades I have now, I think. So we will see, but I'm sure I have some eyeshadow or something I could use. Then I have 4 palettes that contains bronzers. I think this does the Catrice Professional Makeup Techniques Face Palette, something 010. And this contains 2 bronzers, matte contouring and matte bronzing. Okay. I have 1 contour shade more, but I think this is quite dark or warm. I will swatch it beside the other contour shades. No, it's not warm, it's just a bit darker. So that's the 3rd contour shade I have left, and the other one is the bronzer shade. And I will swatch it up here. Also a bit more cool tone than the last 2. So that's that. Then I have 3 with like 3 or just 2 shades. This is the Sleek Makeup Face Form in Light 373, and it contains 1 bronzer, and it looks like this, that one. So it seems like a nice shade. The Stila one, Get Cheeky, from a kit a long time ago, and it looks like this. They were very similar in shade. And the last one is the e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder in Saint Lucia or Saint Lucia or something. And it is a duo. Looks like that. And where? I will put it here, like there on the side. It's also a very similar shade to the other palettes. And last year I had 1 more, I think. No, actually 2 more. I had 2 more. I gave 1 away, and 1 palette I used up the bronzer in. It was a Isadora one. I used up it this year, but because I do this a little bit late, I can't show you that. So yeah, 4 left and 6 last year, so that's pretty good. That was all my bronzers. The next one will be blushes, I think. we will see. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Bye bye.